Hello Podolats, welcome back. This is your Podolat Mr.Rajput and I'm back with the second part of 7 best characters from Harry Potter series. And before starting the video, if you are new here then please subscribe to this channel because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff every day. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, link is in the description. And now without wasting any moment, let's begin the video. Number 1. Rubius Hagrid. For a boy like Harry, who grew up without any friends, a big, warm and fuzzy brute like Hagrid couldn't have busted down the door at the better time. And a true friend he was when others among the staff at Hogwarts were quick to skewer Harry with insult or shrug off his queries with mysterious glares. Hagrid was always there as a true confidant. It's always helpful to have a big lug on the payroll who's got your back. Even if he is a bit of a well-intentioned klutz, Hagrid's most powerful and emotional moments still resonate because of his history with Harry, Hermione and Ron. He is the surrogate for us, the audience, as we watch our favorite student mature and develop into young warriors. The short scene in Goblet of Fire when he walks through the woods with our heroes, recollecting favorable time with the three of them, give us all the memory. Number 2. Fred and Georgie Weasley. While our three heroes fumbled and stumbled about at Hogwarts trying to decide what their future held, the Weasley twins had a luxury of knowing their passion, pranks, gangs and gaps. While everyone else fretted over their exams, Ron's older brother had an entrepreneur's eye and a magician's mirth. Having always been on hand to help Harry out in tough situations, the brave brothers were auspiciously born on April Fools. The more they pestered and prodded at Ron, the more we realized that they were the kind of older brothers that we all would have wanted to grow up with. Taking umbrage at Umbridge and leaving Hogwarts with a bang in Order of the Phoenix showed us that these two weren't just goofy side splitters, they were brave and valiant freedom fighters. And Fred would pay the ultimate price for the spirit eventually. Number 3. Draco Malfoy. As we follow Harry Potter's path of writer's adventure during his year at Hogwarts, it only makes sense that we follow his cracked mirror reflection as someone that grew up totally opposite to Harry. The Aryan, aristocratic puke known as Draco Malfoy was privileged, pompous, and prejudiced. While the threat of Voldemort's return loomed outside the wall of Hogwarts, Harry needed a lesser evil to keep him occupied when school was in session. And Draco did his absolute best to make Harry's life as harried and horrible as possible. But just when we were beginning to think that Draco was nothing more than a nuisance, he got charged by Dark Lord with killing Dumbledore himself. And suddenly we were witness to Draco initiated into the rank of a true evil and found ourselves actually invested in his choices, particularly when we saw, as Dumbledore did, that Draco Malfoy, as nasty as he is, was not a murderer. Number 4. Sirius Black. Have you seen this wizard approach with extreme caution, notified immediately by all the Ministry of Magic? So read the wanted poster plastered everywhere in Wizarding World upon Sirius Black's escape from Azkaban prison, where he'd been sent year earlier for the murder of 12 Muggles and aiding Lord Voldemort. But Sirius is an innocent man, and it's after he is vindicated that the character truly comes alive. Sirius was a close friend of James and Lily Potter, so much so that they named him as Harry's godfather. And while he maintained a sort of edgy, rebellious appeal, emitted a truly badass vibe at times, it's the father-son relationship that begins to develop between Sirius and Harry that endears the character to us. Sadly, however, Sirius meets his untimely demise before he can truly become the full-fledged father figure that Harry so craves. Number 5. Neville Longbottom. Neville Longbottom is the quintessential dimwit turned hero. When we first met him at Hogwarts, Neville is a shy introvert who is simply not that good at magic. In fact, those close to Neville quietly wondered if he might nearly be as quick. Someone born into a wizarding family without magic powers, he is lovable sure, but his early misadventures don't explicitly foreshadow the valiant defender of Hogwarts as he would ultimately become. While he begins to show loyalty and signs of bravery early on, it isn't until Neville's 5th year and his participation in Dumbledore's army that we see him truly come into his own. Neville accompanies his friends on their mission to the Department of Mysteries, where he comes face to face with Bellatrix Lestrange, the twisted servant of Voldemort who cruelly tortured his parents year before using the Cruciatus curse. This would mark a turning point for Neville, leading to some truly awesome moment of bravery in the final battle of Hogwarts. Number 6. Albus Dumbledore. For a character that was introduced into into popular culture only in recent years, it speaks volumes that Professor Dumbledore has already taken his place among the greatest mentor figure in literature and film. Like Gandalf and Yoda before him, Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore plays the role of wise sage, guide, and grandfather in the story. There is a whimsical eccentricity to Dumbledore that might mislead some into thinking he's kind of absent-minded professor. That would be a mistake, as he's proven to be one of the most skilled wizards that ever lived. In the film, we loved Richard Harry's more soft-spoken approach early on, but have to admit that Michael Gambon felt right the same, showing Dumbledore at his most impressive, from taking on Voldemort in a one-on-one battle to single-handedly thwarting off a horde of zombie-like inferi. His absence in Harry's life after he was killed by Snape on the astronomy tower on a fateful and tragic night was powerful. Even as Harry had begun to learn new and potential troubling information about his mentor before finally accepting him for a great man he was, even amongst flaws he readily admitted to. Number 7. Severus Snail. Whether you love him or hate him or love to hate him, Severus Snape makes quite an impact in Harry Potter series. If you are Harry, Snape is a nightmare of a teacher, picking on a boy from a moment he stepped into potion class and showing clear favoritism toward Draco Malfoy and other Slytherin students. And yet, when Harry and his friend thought Snape was the one trying to steal the Sorcerer's Stone, it turns out he was trying to protect it. And every now and again, Snape actually seemed like he was trying to help these kids. Snape turned into one of the most discussed and debatable characters from Harry Potter. Is he an evil man with moment of good, or a good man who was some very ugly characterism, or something more complicated altogether? When Snape killed Dumbledore, it was a defining moment for Harry, who could not fathom Dumbledore being betrayed by a man who his mentor had. For whatever reason, chosen to trust so much, we couldn't ask for a better actor than Alec Rickman to portray Snape, bringing the same charisma he's given to so many screen villains from Die Hard on. So thanks a lot for watching Potter Ads. So this was the video about another 7 favorite characters from Harry Potter series. I hope you like this video. Please do comment below if you agree with this list, and the third part is coming soon after that, so hope you will not miss it. And if you don't want to miss it, then make sure to subscribe this channel and press the bell icon, and also follow me on Instagram if you want iconic merchandise of Harry Potter. Link is in the description. And now I will see you on my next one. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay away from the muggles.